This is a video I was going to post now several times, but last week kind of bit the bullet for me, and I finally decided to post it. So here we are. Now, I have 3 reasons behind posting this video. The first is to seriously thank you all so very much for the amazing comments and all the support, and more importantly, for actually putting up with me for the last 18 months or however long I've been doing this for. Now, I have loved this journey with ye, and ye truly are the best. And I also wanted to say I genuinely appreciate all the chats and I suppose the comments down below too as well and whatnot. Hearing people's feedback and just understanding how you use your equipment and what you think in it. That's actually part of the reason why I kept doing this. The second reason for this video is to address some of the seriously nasty comments I get here from time to time. To give you an idea of what goes on, I've been called stupid, a fool, a sellout, an idiot, a liar. People have mocked my appearance, my clothes, my accent, and they want me fired. Yes, I have had to explain to a few people I'm a professional photographer and I'm self-employed, so I'm not going to fire myself, am I? That makes no sense. No, I'm lucky that I have very thick skin and these comments literally bounce off me. But at the end of the day, there is no excuse to start off assassinating someone's character or their integrity. Just think of those new YouTubers starting off getting berated like that. That's exactly why so many talented YouTubers that start off just quit their accounts before they even get them going. They just couldn't be putting up with it. It's like when you post a video on here, some people think you owe them something. I owe them something because I made a video and shared my own personal experiences of that product or of that software or whatever, or how I use my camera. Now, we won't always see eye to eye something, and that's okay. Just take a deep breath. You'll be fine. There's no need to go all nasty with people. That just doesn't make sense. Or even all those people that say I can't even speak English. Now, there are a lot of different accents around the world. Get used to it. If you can't understand me, that is perfectly okay. I probably can't understand you either. The world is a really big place, and I'm sure there's another video you can watch by somebody else. So just go find it. What's the issue? I'm not going to change my accent for you. It's kind of beyond my control, really, if you know what I mean. So you might be saying, what's the problem here, Kieran? Well, the problem is this is meant to be fun. And sometimes it's just not fun. In fact, it becomes the complete opposite. You see, I'm sure a lot of people don't realise that it takes an awful lot of time and effort to actually make a YouTube video. And each video you see here takes me at least one whole day to do. And you might think, wow, Kieran, you're slow. But between writing the script, so I don't ramble on too much, setting up the camera, the lights, the mic, the audio recorder, and my desk then too as well, of course, then I need to actually record the video, then I need to edit the video, sort out a thumbnail for it, upload it, do the title and descriptions, add in chapters and tags, and then put all my studio back to normal again. That easily takes me a whole day for just a simple, straightforward video. The more complicated ones take an awful lot longer. That's also not including all the time researching the product and testing it out, which obviously takes days. Then when you think I get approximately €150 a month off YouTube for doing all that. And that is when I post 8 videos a month. So that works out at less than €20 for a whole day's work. Now considering the equipment needed and my time, that's just stupid money. So it's obvious I would think I'm not doing this for the money. I can earn more on a very short commercial photo shoot than I can earn in a whole month from doing YouTube videos. So posting YouTube videos, for me, is financially really stupid. So yes, maybe some of those people were right and I am a bit thick. Now you might say, yeah, but companies send you out free stuff for review, and yes, they do. I always state that, yes, companies do that. Now, if I don't like a product after getting it, then it goes back and I don't review it. And you would be surprised how often I've turned down reviews. You see, I try to keep this channel more about positive photography and how to improve. That's why all my reviews are positive. What's the point in me spending an entire day making a video and basically just saying, actually, do you know, I don't really like this product and you shouldn't buy it. That's just wasting my time and it's wasting your time. So I just don't post reviews of products I actually wouldn't buy myself. Yes, it's just that simple. But then looking at the free product aspect, let's say the product is worth €200. Now, if I had to buy that product, yes, it would cost me €200, but as I'm registered for VAT or sales tax here in Ireland, and also registered for tax too as well, it would only cost me about €100 to buy that €200 product after the tax deductions. Now, that is €100 profit, you might say, and that's great. And don't forget the €20 I get on average from YouTube for each video. So that's a whopping €120 for a full day's work. So if I'm changing my opinion on a product or selling out, as you say, or lying just to make a lot less money, then I really must be an idiot. Then I review products that I may not actually use, like I did recently, and it was an APS-C lens. And while it's cheap, and yes, it's a great lens, I will never use that lens personally, as I shoot on full frame cameras and not APS-C cameras. And don't forget, sometimes I get sent a product and there is actually import duty on it, even though I didn't pay anything for it. How cool is that? That's less money yet again. Then look at all the Nikon products I buy myself and pay full price for. And I do several reviews on them and I get nothing whatsoever for it. Absolutely nothing. Then we get to affiliate sales, and oh Kieran, you're a sellout because you do that. Okay, let's look at my affiliate sales. I nearly always provide you with a discount code for most of the companies I work with, so you actually save money on the price of the product. And yes, I might make a slight commission out of some of the sales, but not always. So it's not as simple as you might think. But did you know, out of my affiliate sales to date, I have personally paid for over 2,500 trees to be planted. That's not something I shout about because I do that for myself and for Mother Nature. Yes, there has been money left over after paying for those trees to be planted. And I use that money to run my 2 websites where I have, again, loads of free information with tips and tricks, including my blog posts and articles. It again takes a lot of time to write these articles and to maintain that website. But if we look at my 2 websites, they are both ad-free and I don't sell your cookies onto third-party companies. Yes, that's a thing if you didn't know it. If I were to put up ads on my websites and sell your cookies, I would make a nice bit of money every month from that, as my 2 websites get over 1,000 hits a day. If there is anything left over after all that, then I then use that to help produce these videos. So I would think if this was a financial move from me, then it's a fairly stupid one, isn't it? As my family also like to eat and food isn't that cheap these days. And no, I am not saying I'm Mother Teresa or some kind of a saint, nor am I pretending to be one, as you would know that if you tried to employ me for a fashion shoot or commercial shoot, as I do know how to charge my customers, thankfully. And they're also quite willing to pay it. I'm explaining all this now so I can post this video as a link in my reply to those nasty comments going forward. To save myself a bit more time, finally then we get to the most important part, and people might say, but you must be doing it for fame or for ego stroking, do you know, having a big YouTube audience or looking for a massive YouTube audience. That's something I genuinely have absolutely no interest in. And I'm not doing this to be famous, as I genuinely like the fact I'm not known, and I'm not saying this now to brag or to boast, but my photographs have been viewed millions of times worldwide, and yes, you could have seen them an awful lot of times already, and yet, and this is the most important part, nobody knows I was the photographer that took those shots. They've been printed thousands of times in magazines, been on billboards and on TV, but I've never shouted about any of that. In fact, most of you on here never knew that, and I haven't shared that here before, as that's just nobody's business. And it's not important to me because After all, I'm just like you. I love photography. It's as simple as that. I'm a normal person, just like absolutely everybody else, and I never expected to be treated any differently. So no, I am absolutely definitely not looking for fame of any shape or form. You see, if this isn't enjoyable or fun anymore, then I need to give it a break. That's why I go missing from YouTube at times. It all just seems a bit too much, and a lot like unpaid hard work, which then makes it feel forced, and my heart just isn't in it anymore. So I step back and I take a break. In saying all that though, if I can find a way to make more money from YouTube without it costing you any money, then I would do that in a heartbeat, as that would mean I could produce more YouTube videos like the ones I have been making, and that's something I would seriously enjoy doing. So in ways, I'm kind of at a funny crossroads now, and I need to decide what way I'm going. But when the fun goes out of this, it really just does seem thankless. And I know I personally would be an absolute idiot to keep doing it then, to just get a lot of hassle for it. There's just no point in it. Now, on the flip side of all this, I'm about to start building a dedicated YouTube recording area in my studio attic. Yes, I was going to start that late last year, but again, I got a bit disheartened by some of the rubbish that goes on here, and I put it off for another bit. Now I'm going to do it again. It's actually directly above me here now where I'm talking. There's a nice attic space I can use. So that could very well make it a lot easier for me to record videos because I've less setting up, and I can just pop up if I've got like 30 minutes or 40 minutes or an hour to record a video and work away from there. So hopefully in about 2 months' time, that will be up and running. And I might actually even do a video on that attic conversion. And yes, I'm doing it myself. What could possibly go wrong there? By the way, if you want to get to know the real me, then watch this seascape photography vlog here where I make a complete idiot of myself. But boy, I'm happy doing it. That's me in a nutshell. So happy and comfortable. At home, on the beach, taking photographs while talking about photography. And again, obviously, as you can see, I have no problem making a fool out of myself. I genuinely don't. So, yeah, I suppose, thanks again for watching. And thank you for watching all the videos. And see you out there, or see you in the next video, hopefully.